Welcome back, everyone. As we continue the year ahead, you're going to see more political ads.
Yep, and you'll hear more and more about many races, including the presidential election in November.
Like it or not, our nation is divided these days when it comes to politics, and conversations, well, they can get pretty heated about this subject.
Absolutely. Frontline is a PBS program that questions and explains topics that will impact us all.
The latest docuseries is titled America's Great Divide, From Obama to Trump. I spoke with the director and producer, Mike Kirk, to gain a little insight into what viewers can expect to see and learn.
We're at this important precipice, I think, as a country where we really are in a deep division. And this year, this election season may help define just how bad it really gets. People we talk to say it's going to be the ugliest presidential campaign, senatorial campaigns, congressional campaigns that have ever happened in the history of America, because that's where we are as people. It's an amazing history. It takes 4 hours to tell it, and I can't answer it in more than about 30 seconds. But here's the deal. Barack Obama promised America unity. We're not red, we're not blue, we're the United States of America. He discovered over those 8 years, we've interviewed everybody who was really close to President Obama and everyone who's very close to, essentially close to Donald Trump. Obama promises unity and healing of an already divided, deeply divided country by the time he's elected. It doesn't work out, and in fact, by the time he's done, he freely admits to people we talk to in the film that maybe the division is even worse because of him. Partly it's an issue of race and racism in the society, but it's also about economic dislocation and what happened there. Trump, so the unifier has failed. Trump loves the fact that there was a unifier who failed because his hardcore belief, political belief, his intelligence about how to win was that division is how he will win, and division is the hallmark of democracy, that we need to be divided in order to make the democracy shine. We should be fighting, and he's by nature a fighter, a conflict producer. And so that's the man who walked into the White House 3 years ago. That's the man who's running for re-election now. The division has gotten so bad that maybe it's swinging back around on him. That's part of what this film is about. Through the midterm election and through the impeachment, maybe we've reached such an impasse where Americans are at this precipice we're on, at a kind of dangerous abyss-like moment where we can't come back together because it's all been unleashed.
I have to ask, as I'm excited to see this myself, I know you bring in voices from both sides. Is there any resolution in the end that the show offers as far as ideas that might bring us together?
I think in describing how the slow motion falling apart of both Obama's administration and the anger and the rise of anger in the Trump administration, you begin to really realize that something got lost, and that something that got lost was the truth. We as Americans, we may argue, we've always argued left and right, always argued in our politics. We had a civil war, but here we are at a moment where the truth itself is not something we can all agree about. And it is the malleability of truth that is the key to why America has managed to hold itself together all this time. And it is the fact that between fake news, between the media's reaction, and some would say overreaction, between the president's efforts to diminish whatever the current view of truth is, between all of that and the story of our country, we are in a place that seems darker than we've ever been before, because we can't agree on what is the truth about our institutions, about our country, about who we are as Americans.